noticed Toby Alderweireld is to have a scan next week to assess his progress. Is there a suggestion that things are not going according to plan?
No. He's doing well. I think you or someone misinterpreted, no?
No, I just wanted clarification.
That is why I'm going to clarify the situation. He said, if in the case that was worse, the injury that was, with surgery, maybe I am going to spend 14 weeks. But it wasn't the case. He no need nothing more than only work hard now, treatment from the medical staff, and he's on plan. He's on time, and he's doing well. He's recovering well, and yes, now we don't need to be worried because we avoid, and he avoid an injury that will maybe should be keep him out for a long time, but wasn't like this.
Obviously,
I don't know if I clarify for it's worse now my speech, the situation. No, it's okay, no problem.
Obviously, no Toby Alderweireld, no Davinson Sanchez this weekend after he was sent off against.
Yes.
Where does that leave you from a defensive point of view, from a central defender point of view, ahead of this match?
We finished with playing in Watford with Eric Dyer and Jean Vertonghen, and then we have Juan Foyth. Yes, we have different options. Ben Davies can play like a central back. Serge Aurier can play like a central back. Play before in Paris Saint-Germain in that position. I think we have plenty of different options to use.
So not a concern?
No, I am not concerned. No, of course.
What did the midweek victory over Apoel Nicosia do in terms of morale, and also for Fernando to score his first goal for Tottenham?
Yes, I think was very good to finish. Very good, the Champions League group stage, so important. After a few games that we cannot win again. For different players, it was very positive the game to play 90 minutes. Player that they don't have the possibility to play regular on the starting 11. Always is so important to increase the competition in between them. Important to build their confidence, like Chike Nkudu or Juan Foyth or Fernando Llorente that scored. I think it's so important because we have ahead a very busy period. Looks now that we need all the squad, all the player fit, confidence, because we are going to need everyone to play.
Some of those players that came in against Nicosia, do they warrant a start for you this weekend?
Who?
Some of the players who came into your side on Wednesday?
Well, still we are assessing some players, how they finish after Apoel, some another small issues, but I am going to decide tomorrow the starting 11.
Who are you concerned about?
No, but it's not a big worry, but we need to assess, we need to wait until tomorrow to decide who will be on the starting 11.
As far as the Premier League form is concerned, without a winning four, have you had a chance to reflect on those results and on those performances and
yes.
Why that's been the case?
Of course, I think it's so difficult to speak about in general because it's difficult to find the reason, because the reason are in every single game. If we analyze every single game, always we have the possibility to win. For different reasons, we don't take a positive result, but in general, I am positive. I am optimistic. I think, of course, that we need to improve in different areas, but I think we are focused now only in Premier League. We finished Champions League now in a very good way, and now for us is start to win games, and so important to be focused only in Premier League until the FA Cup start in January.
At home to Brighton this weekend. You then, sorry, I beg your pardon. At home
Yes.
to Stoke this weekend.
Stoke and Brighton.
Then at home
Yes.
to Brighton. Are these two matches, do they become almost must-win matches after what's happened before to get things back?
Yes, I think for everyone it's a must-win games. For everyone, not only for us. For the people believe that we need to win. But with all the respect, we need to show respect to the opponent and know that before to take the 3 points, you need to perform as well. You need to be better than the opponent and deserve to win. Of course, in different games, like Leicester or West Bromwich, we deserve more, or again Arsenal. But then we lose the game and we draw again Watford 2. We deserve more than West Bromwich. And sometimes some difficult period that happen in all the team. For us, it's happened now. I hope after Hapoel change that dynamic, but in every single club are a period that always you struggle for different reasons, because to keep the same level during 10 months is so difficult for a group of players, and sometimes the dynamic change, and we are working so hard to try that change the dynamic and have a little bit more lucky in different situations and win games again, because we have very strong squad, quality enough, and we trust in us, and it's possible that we are going to change that dynamic, and I hope after Hapoel we start to win games.
15 matches in, 25 points. Manchester City have 43. Swansea are bottom at 9. Slightly closer to Swansea than to Manchester City. I know you've spoken about how difficult it would be to win the title, but realistically, can you rule Tottenham out?
Realistic is so difficult to think that we are going to win. It's true that it's so early, and the same maybe how we struggle now, maybe another club are going to struggle too, or maybe in the future. You never know in football what can happen. To be like always honest, of course that the gap is massive today. It's fantastic what they are doing. Manchester City is doing a fantastic job, of course, from the start of the season. And but not only us, we struggle to follow them, and chasing them is not the other clubs too. And yes, of course, they are doing fantastic. If we compare us with ourselves in the last few seasons, we are so close. We are so close, and a similar situation. I think maybe a little bit better because we finish first on Champions League. But it's true that another club like Manchester City, they improve a lot, and the gap is massive. That is the reality.
18 points, though, it's got to be too much, surely.
Yes, of course. Today the gap is massive, but in football, that is the good thing in football. If you believe, always you can achieve what do you want. The dynamic can change. Football, all is possible in football.
Listen, I want to ask you about the Champions League draw, which is on Monday. You get Basel, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Shakhtar, and Porto. Would you like to avoid, Bayern Munich and Juventus?
Look, when was the draw? The group stage. I think everyone think, will be so difficult for Tottenham. We believe, and we finish first, and we beat Dortmund, and we beat Real Madrid. Worse opponent than Dortmund and Real Madrid? Impossible. It's up to us after to try to repeat our performance that we had against them.
Is it better to have finished first in your group, though?
Always, it's better to finish first, of course, because for your confidence and to show that your quality is good. And then now it's about lucky, if you have an opponent or another. It's about how you will be in February and on the end of February, and yes, but now it's about to be focused. I think more than Champions League now in Premier League.
Tom.
Thank you.
It does look like Tottenham are now involved in maybe a top four battle. I mean, how important with the new stadium coming next year is it to finish in the Champions League?
Yes, I think when we arrived here 3 years and a half ago, the challenge was to play, to be competitive, to build a team, to arrive to the new stadium and try to do what we are doing now in Champions League. No, I think that was the objective in 4 years, to create a team that can compete for the top 4 on Premier League and can compete for a place and play in Champions League. And of course, we are ahead of that, the plan and the project. Of course, that the stadium, we are going to help the team and the club a lot. We are sure, because the stadium is fantastic. And to play again in your home always is much better than play how we are playing now. One thing is so important, how the opponent and the people see Wembley. That is fantastic, Wembley to play. And it's not to blame again Wembley or an excuse. But of course, when the opponent came to play to us, against us on Wembley, it's a massive, or it's a historic day, moment, because for many clubs it's so difficult to achieve or to reach, to play on Wembley. And today that is easy because you come, because you play in Premier League. That is a massive motivation for the opponent. And that is always an extra share that not only you are competing with the opponent, if not with massive motivation too, no? And that extra share that always the team put in a moment like when you are playing in this type of stadium. But of course, that the new stadium, we are going to help a lot to the club, and we cannot wait to play there, to make the new stadium our home, and be strong them. I think all the basis, all the structures that we are working in the last few years, we are going to capitalize in the next few years, sure.
Is there any extra pressure to finish in the top 4 and go into the new stadium as a Champions League team again?
No, of course that is always our ambition is to finish on the top 4, and it's not important the condition or the circumstance, because we are so competitive. And then another thing is if you can achieve on them, but it's sure that we are going to compete and we are going to fight to try to finish on the top 4.
Just a separate topic, there's been a lot of talk in Spain recently about Gareth Bale and how he might not be happy there. And I know you don't talk about rumours, but could you ever see a day when he might come back to Tottenham?
No, I don't know. I saw him in Madrid when we played there, and yes, always he keep contact with all the people here that work on the pass. But you know, what I can say about that is, I don't know, because I don't have a close relationship with him or with the people around him.
You would like to see him here maybe? I mean, he's a good player, right?
Of course, he's a fantastic player. And then, you never know in football what can happen, no?
Okay. Last one.
Danny got the bang on his eye the other day. Is he available, or do you have to just be careful of him swollen up or anything in the last couple?
No, it's okay. He's okay. He's doing well. He training yesterday and today. He's stitches, half stitches, but it's okay.